All right, well, I'm glad you made it to part 2. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Please like, share, comment any questions you have. I absolutely love helping people. That's why I'm doing these videos. In this video, we're going to be demonstrating how to do pin curls. So the first thing that I did was I parted it on the side, but please remember you can part it however you want to. I'm more of a side parting person, more so than center parting, but I don't knock it because it depends on what you're doing for your client, what the movie set is asking of you, what the theater is asking of you. So you can part it however you want. But in this case, what I am trying my best to do is the side parting, and I do inch by inch square block partings. Now in this case, what I'm showing you is different ways, like in part 1, how I explained to you about full stem, no stem. So in this part, I'm kind of showing you like when you place the curl all the way up on the base, which this part that I'm molding, remember, is the circle. And that hair that you see going past the square is the stem. So what I showed you, twisting it all the way up on the base, is a no stem. So if I did all my pin curls like that, they would be tighter curls than what actually came out. But right now what I'm doing is I'm molding it halfway up to the stem. And that's what kind of curls we're going to do today. We're going to do half stem. So I took it down, redid it again. Now what I'm doing here is I'm clipping it at the base and through the circle. You never want to pin straight across. So that's what I'm telling you. No, no, no. Don't, in other words, don't put the clip over the entire curl, because when you put her under the dryer, you have indentations in your curls, so it'll mess your curls up. So I'm continuing on. Now, before I forget, whatever direction you choose to start, because in this case I'm going to be doing like a dry wave pattern and then have the curls down in the back. So I am alternating. In other words, this row I am doing the pin curls molded toward her face, and then in the next row the pin curls will be molded away from her face, and that's what puts the S pattern in. So when you're in school, you'll understand that the hairstyling all boils down to an S. When you learn permanent waving, your curl patterns all boil down to the S pattern. And the way that you get that is by alternating rows. So if you go to the right on one row, the next row will go to the left. And how can I break it down? Let's say two C patterns that are going in opposite directions make one S. So I don't have all my pin curls going in one direction, long story short, okay? So these are all going to be half stem. There's 2 ways you can do it. I think I showed you the fast way, and then here I'm showing you if you don't want to roll it in between your fingers, you can do it piece by piece and slowly roll it up with your hands. So either way, whatever works for you. And again, I'm clipping the clippies. Oh, and the clippies that you want to use is single prong metal clips. Usually the double prong, I'm not saying you can't use those, but those are more so for rollers. Single prong is really more for pin curls. Now, if the hair is thicker and the hair is longer and you're doing pin curls, or let's say you're doing a wig and the hair is longer and you're doing pin curls, then by all means use the double prong metal clips, because there's more strength in that to hold the curls up. Now in the back here, I'm showing you how I'm parting it straight across, kind of following the curve of the head going down, but I'm doing it horizontally. If you chose to do vertical, following the curve of the head, you are more than welcome to do that. Please understand that when I demonstrate something, it is only how I do it. And of course, you know, in YouTube University, there are so many other ways to do it, but this is just a basic fundamental way to get you started. And then once you get comfortable, I mean, if you wanted to do it diagonal, you could, because you would have a clear idea in your mind of what you're trying to achieve. So this is the finished product. And now here we go. We're taking the pin curls out. And this is actually a few days later. So I took this out today, but I had actually finished the pin curls on Saturday. So I just kind of finger through the pin curls. I'm not a real fan of brushing them out, but it depends again on what kind of style you're doing. I knew that I was going to be doing a dry finger wave, and I kind of wanted to keep those plush curls in there. So I'm just fingering through, and then I'm going to go through. I brushed it a little bit here, and what I'm doing is I'm dry finger waving and using my finger wave clamps to seal the ridges down. And then I'll spray it with hairspray and let it sit for a couple of minutes before I take the clamps out. So here you see me, I took the clamps out and I'm just kind of touching over the ridges. Now this part behind the ear, I'm actually going to pin it with a bobby pin because it wanted to flop over. So I'm trying to preserve that ridge there. And then I'm going to add some stones to it and make it look beautiful, hopefully. And these are some stones that I had got for the students to practice with their updos. And I'm just showing you that there's so many ways that you could incorporate this style. And if you didn't wear it yourself, I absolutely love pin curls because they last longer, so much more so than the curl and iron. And there you go. That's the finished product. Please leave in the comments what you think. You know, would you like to try this? I wasn't a fan on that corner there. I could have touched that up a little more. But overall, I think it came out beautiful. Like I said, pin curls last way longer than curling irons because it's wet hairstyling. You can use a lot of body, a gel, a mousse. Well, guys, that's all that I have for you. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Please excuse my hair today. It's not at its greatest, but I appreciate your support. God bless you, and I'll see you next time.